With thousands of video games being released since their emergence in the later half of the 20th century, there were bound to be a few which would stir up controversy. These would range from concerns around violence in the games to racism. Today we will look at the 10 of the most controversial video games ever released. This will not include games deemed controversial for buggy releases or microtransactions. Number 10. Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go is a geolocation-based mobile game released in 2016 for iOS and Android devices by Niantic. While walking around the real world, Pokemon would appear on the in-game map, which players would then be able to catch. The player would also be able to find Pokestops to gain items and gyms which serve as the battle locations within the game. These were commonly placed at local landmarks and recognisable locations. However, the main controversy was based around the Pokestops within the game and more precisely how they were being used. The game allegedly inspired criminals to commit robberies by placing lore modules on Pokestops. These would attract nearby Pokemon and therefore nearby players, allowing criminals to rob anyone who came to take advantage of the laws. There had also been several deaths that occurred while playing the game, such as the death of a Japanese woman who was ran down by a car driving who was playing the game at the time, and in 2017 a Chinese American grandfather was shot and killed by security guards while playing the game on private property. Number 9. Doom. Doom is a 1993 first-person shooter game developed by ID Software for Microsoft DOS. Players assume the role of a space marine, popularly known as Doom Guy, fighting their way through hordes of invading demons from hell. Doom is one of the most significant games in video game history, frequently cited as one of the greatest games ever made. The controversy surrounds, as usual, the violence and gore within the game, as well as the use of satanic creatures as the game's main enemies. It was also dubbed as an inspiration for the Columbine massacres. Number 8. Kingpin Life of Crime. Kingpin Life of Crime is a first-person shooter published by Interplay Entertainment in 1999. The story focuses on the player being beaten up by crime boss Kingpin and the player's quest for the ultimate revenge. The game released shortly after the Columbine massacre and attracted controversy for its ad campaign depicting the excessive violence. This caused many US retailers to pull the game from sale in their stores. Number 7. Carmageddon. Carmageddon is a vehicle combat game released for the PC back in 1997. The game focuses on racing other PC-controlled vehicles in a variety of arenas, such as in cities, mines and industrial estates. The player has a certain amount of time to complete the races, but additional time can be gained from bonuses, damaging other cars and running over pedestrians. And surprisingly, this is the source of the game's main controversy. It was seen as inciting violence against pedestrians and animals, as the game rewards players for carrying out these actions. Number 6. 177. 177 is a Basuji game released in Japan in 1986. Basuji, also known as gal game, are Japanese games which focus on or around attractive younger girls. The game is perhaps one of the worst ever released. The game focuses on the players as many women as possible. If the woman was pleasured, the man married her, and if he doesn't get pleasure, he is arrested and the player loses the game. Not a game on many people's favourites list, I'd imagine, and hard to believe it attracted such controversy. Number 5. Ethnic Cleansing. Ethnic Cleansing is a first-person shooter video game from Microsoft Windows computers created by the American white supremacist and hate organisation National Alliance on January 21st, 2002. You can probably guess where this is going. The player controls a neo-Nazi skinhead or Klansman and is tasked with killing stereotypically ethnic minorities. The game, no surprise, attracted a great deal of controversy upon its release, being slammed for its racially motivated violence and white supremacist themes. Number 4. Bully. Bully is an action-adventure video game published by Rockstar Games and released on October 17, 2006. The game allows players to explore an open world set in the fictional town of Bulworth, and the story follows juvenile delinquent student James Jimmy Hopkins and his efforts to rise through the ranks of the school system in order to put a stop to the bullying. The game was subject to controversy as many bullying groups claimed the game glorified and trivialised school bullying. The game was also criticised for allowing the main character to kiss both girls and boys, as if that was a crime. Number 3. CSGO. Counter-Strike Global Offensive is a 2012 multiplayer first-person shooter developed by Valve and Hidden Path Entertainment. The game pits two teams of players against each other in a different objective-based game modes. The most common of these games includes planting a bomb while the others try to stop them, and players attempting to rescue a hostage from the opponent's team. The main controversy isn't around the game itself, surprisingly, but around skins within the game. In 2016, the game came under heavy fire on the grounds of several players using third-party betting websites for the purpose of skin gambling. wherein players sell in-game cosmetics for real-life money. This led to concerns of potential underage players participating in the gambling and develop addictions later in life. Valve has since ordered a cease and desist against many of the most popular websites. Number 2. Soldier of Fortune. Soldier of Fortune is a first-person shooter video game published by Activision in 2000 for Microsoft Windows. The player takes the role of US mercenary as he trots around the globe hoping to halt terrorist nuclear weapons plot. Soldier of Fortune is best known for its graphic depiction of firearm dismemberment of the human body. This is the main reason, of course, for the game's controversy. After the game received a barrage of complaints in Canada due to the game's depiction of violence, gore and acts of torture, it was deemed not suitable for anyone under the age of 18, labelled an adult motion picture, and also rated as a pornographic film. Number 1. Cluster's Revenge. Cluster's Revenge is an adult action game published for the Atari 2600, first released in November 1982. The game predicts a crudely rendered General Custer dodging arrows to reach a naked Native American woman tied up to a cactus. Should he survive, he was allowed to have intercourse with her and receive points for doing so. I know, these games. This received heavy criticism for its depiction of Native American women and for the main objects of the game being to women. Damn, there's some messed up games out there. But anyway, that is 10 of the most controversial video games ever made, and if you enjoyed, don't forget to punch the like button, comment down below, of course subscribe if you're new to the channel, follow my Twitter and Instagram links down below, and I shall see you in the next video.